Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook. If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Did you know teen drivers represent the highest risk age group involved in automobile accidents? Because of this, an in-person teen driver education program is extremely important, and Capabilities Driving School is here to help. Capabilities now administers the Ohio Bureau of Motor Vehicle Driving Test for our students and the general public to obtain their driving licenses. Call us today at 419-394-0003 extension 1300 to enroll or learn more about the services that Capabilities Driving School has to offer.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
In need of a marketing idea for your business or organization? From concept to execution, we are your go-to for promotional products, signage, apparel, print materials, graphic design, and fundraising. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned business with over 50 years of marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Call Sissy or Gail today to get started.
Well, hey there, Aaron High, the car guy here. At Schaff Auto Sales, we're a big supporter of the St. Mary's Theater and the Grand Opera House. So much so that we're proud to be the sponsor of the St. Mary's Theater Courtesy Shuttle. If you need assistance getting to and from the theater, just meet us at the pickup location located in the Public Library parking lot on Chestnut Street. We'll take you there and bring you back. For more information, visit the website, grandoperahouselive.com. See you at the next event.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grand Lake Health Systems Court here at Memorial High School. It's a Thursday night. That means girls' night out. And in this part, it's Western Buckeye League, Wild Western Buckeye League action. You are tuned in to Rider Nation Station. We would like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we're here to bring you tonight's broadcast. Here in the booth, as usual, I'm Kelly J, along with my son Derek. Joe is not with us tonight, and so we're bringing in a rookie of sorts on to the broadcast tonight, Bill Krug. Welcome, Bill.
Thanks, Kelly. I'm glad to be here. Looking forward to it.
Bill brings a host of experience to the broadcast tonight, both as a coach and as a referee, and he might maybe quell some of our criticism that we have up here every now and then for the officials.
Yeah,
just because you're up here, Bill, doesn't mean I'm going to take it easy on the officials. Come on.
Okay, it's tough for me to listen to sometimes.
Well, so tonight we have the Shawnee Indians come to town, and on paper, this looks like a pretty evenly matched game. Shawnee comes in at 7-7 right now. Just won a pretty high-scoring game on Monday with the Lima Senior Spartans. Bill, you want to tell us a little bit about the Shawnee Indians? I know what name you're going to start with.
Well, if you watch the Shawnee Indians, you got to start with that number 14, their only senior on their team, Grace Freiberger. She's fun to watch. She's their leading all-time scorer, and she surpassed Amanda Lewis, who had totaled 1,469 points back in 1999. But she's a D1 commit to Toledo for volleyball. She is an ultra-talented athlete, both basketball, volleyball, anything she does, she's good at. And if the Riders have a chance to win tonight, they got to stop this kid. She's averaging 23.6 points a game, and that's tough to stop.
We haven't had anybody in the 20s for a number of years here, so yeah, that's quite an impressive average. And if you look at her stat line, she's doing it all for them.
She's leading every category on the offensive end for them: assists, rebounds, the whole works. And but she's got a lot of young kids around her. She's 3 sophomores starting for Shawnee and a junior, so Grace has her work cut out for her to bring those sophomores and juniors along.
If you looked at the couple newspaper articles, Coach Rumbaugh talked about wanting to get some of the younger people involved in the offense. And sometimes I think for a senior who is so talented but is so much older than everyone else, sometimes it's a tough thing to kind of be patient with the younger people as they come along and just work them into the offense.
But looking at their record, she must be doing it, because they're 4-1 in the WBL. They're only lost to Bath, and that says something. That says something for those young Indians, that they're taking Gracie's lead and getting some wins on the board. So
Shawnee comes in averaging 44 points a game as a team on offense, giving up 47 a game. And again, that's something that the Riders have struggled with, putting points on the board in the last several weeks. So it'll be interesting to see if they can come out and match them point for point.
It's the same thing. St. Mary's, they averaged 35 points, and they're giving up 37. So it is tough for them to score. It's been tough all year for them to score, and we'll just see if they can put some more points than Shawnee does on the board tonight.
The flag has come down, so we're going to take a little break while we listen to the national anthem, and then we will be back to kind of finish up our pregame intro.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
And we're back here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Emma, I'm not sure what her last name was, did a nice job with the national anthem. That's a little pressure going solo in front of the crowd. Bill, Derek will pick up and talk a little bit about the Riders. Riders had a big win on Tuesday over the Marion Local Flyers.
Big upset over the Marion Local Flyers. Always a perennial power, but state ranked for this matchup. Sometimes those Tuesday matchups for girls games can be a little bit of an upset alert. You know, you can catch a good team sleeping, and I think that's what the Riders did. Picked up a good victory. Hopefully they can kind of swing that momentum here tonight into what should be a pretty evenly matched game.
The Riders had lost 5 of their previous 7 games going into the Marion Local game. So again, coming out with a win hopefully does a lot of improvement on the morale of the team and, you know, confidence and everything. Reese Rabel, 21 points on the night, led the Riders. Had input from 7 people, so a lot of people scoring. Ella Jacobs, who was a terror on the defensive end, also scored 11 points on the night. Talked to Coach Jordan before the Marion game, and he talked about matching Marion Local's aggression, limiting turnovers, and obviously rebounding the ball. Going into tonight's game, I'm sure that those first 2 are going to be similar things, matching Shawnee's aggression and limiting turnovers. Rebounding, probably not as big a concern because Shawnee's not that big. We match up with them pretty well size-wise, but still always an issue for the Riders giving up offensive boards.
Yeah, the Riders have to go to the board. They can't let that smaller team out-rebound them and keep Shawnee in the game. They got to hold them to 1 shot and then get back down there on the offensive end. The Riders are led by Reese Rabel with almost 10 points a game, and Reese has to do her fair share tonight and keep everybody else in the game and keep that equal scoring across the board for the Riders to stay with this Grace Freiberger-led Shawnee Indian team.
That's one thing that I'm really looking forward to in tonight's game is how are the Riders going to handle Grace Freiberger? You know, the Riders throughout the season have been willing to switch up defenses quite often. You know, they'll play a little man. They've played multiple different zones, 1-3-1, 2-3. So it'll be interesting to see how they attack Grace Freiberger. Are they going to throw different looks at her? Is there going to be a face guard? I haven't seen a junk defense out of the Riders, but looking at the season statistics for the Indians, that's something that would seem appropriate to me as an analyst and as a basketball guy. So I'm just curious to see how the Riders are going to attack Grace Freiberger tonight.
You look at her stats, a three-time first-team WBL player. That is quite impressive. As Bill said earlier, signed with Toledo to play volleyball. She was the WBL Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year in volleyball. And I'm assuming that right now is probably the front runner for the WBL Definitely. Player of the Year in girls basketball. Just a tremendous all-around player. And obviously that's going to be the focal point for the Riders on defense. So we're finishing up the starting lineups here. PA announcer Mike J. Filling in for Kent Schlegel tonight and giving him a dose of creative introductions for the Riders. So we'll see what he has to say. Introducing Ella Jacobs, and for the Riders, it's kind of the same old five that we've been running out on the floor for the starting lineups. We have senior Ella Jacobs, senior Reagan Allemeyer, sophomore Sophie Menker, junior Cadence Hirschfeld, and junior Reese Rabel. And of course, for the Shawnee Indians, we've got junior Cameron Morris, sophomore Morgan Betts, senior Grace Freiberger, sophomore Bryn Patterson, and sophomore Heaven Watkins. And we are ready to get things started. And the Riders grab this tip and, man, almost had a turnover on the first possession. Whew.
Indians coming out very, very aggressive in their man-to-man defense.
One thing about the Riders is they do handle the ball well. Everybody dribbles it well. Good shot.
And bucket by Ella Jacobs, kind of picking up where she left off from Tuesday, where I said before she had 11 points and was a pretty strong offensive threat for the Riders.
And Ella, she drew the short straw and has to guard Gracie Freiberger.
Shot by Morris, pulled down by the Riders, who looked to push the ball up the court a little bit. That's Cadence Hirschfeld misfiring from long range. Cadence doing a nice job of following a rebound.
Yes, she did, but she went down on the floor, and when she rolled over, that's a travel.
Get that refereeing experience there. That's an automatic, right?
That's an automatic.
They've set 2 ball screens so far for Freiberger, and Ella Jacobs done a great, great job getting skinny and getting through the ball screen.
Sophie Menker picking off that errant pass.
And then hustling down the court. Nice play by Sophie Menker.
Riders will look to inbound with just 2 points on the board. Nice floater by Cadence Hirschfeld. Didn't connect, but hustled after the ball and maintained possessions for the blue and gold.
Riders doing a nice job so far attacking the offensive glass. Looks like they might be able to take advantage of that, get some extra possessions tonight.
Turn it over there, and Grace Freiberger comes down and, misses a little hard.
Reese missed an opportunity to take it to the basket there. She pulled it out and kicked it out.
Nice penetration by Reese Rabel and nice bounce pass. The Riders not able to connect on the little chippy, and into the game for the Rough Riders will be Sierra Graber. Sierra gave lots of nice minutes on Tuesday night. She had to come in to do some defensive work for the Riders, and the Shawnee Indians turned the ball over there very quickly. Sophie Menker attacks the basket. You'll see it here on the instant replay, and draws contact. Menker misfires on the first one, and it's kind of been a running theme throughout the season for the Rough Rider girls. The free throws, they hate the free throw line.
Sophie's only hitting 40% from the free throw line.
Free throw, Sophia Menker.
Connects on that second one. Freiberger turns that one over. I think she was probably looking for contact, which may or may not have been there.
I think it was a good no call. Another one from Sophie Menker from 3.
And that is a Fowler's TV 3-pointer for Sophia Menker.
Riders giving the Indians a little bit of their own medicine, coming out in transition several possessions here, beating them back, getting easy shots.
Yeah, it looks like the Riders think that they can beat them up and down the court.
Good play. Turnover. Nice hustle back by Freiberger to prevent an easy layup.
Good play by Ella Jacobs down there, making a steal and taking it the length of the court. But Freiberger did a nice job of catching up and knocking it out of bounds down at the basket.
At least get back so you can play half-court defense.
Yeah.
Reese Rabel misfires, but Sierra Graber does what she does best. She grabs offensive boards.
I have a jump ball down there. Good hustle by both teams.
Reese Rabel getting in there and getting a hand on that, and that's a possession. Even though they don't have this possession, it's still a possession that you've gotten.
Yeah, you get the arrow back.
You get the arrow back. Oh, there could have been a travel there, I believe.
Switch the pivot feet.
Yep.
Oh, that's a double dribble. There you go.
Didn't get away with that one. Indians turn that one over, and 6-0 on the scoreboard right now. Coach Scott Jordan does a couple of subs, brings in Claire Turner and Cadence Hirschfeld back into the lineup, trying to keep everybody fresh. And I think Coach Jordan is looking to push the ball as much as he can. That was a probably ill-advised pass by Regnall-Meyer.
Oh. Good box out down there by the Riders.
Several offensive boards by the Shawnee Indians. That was something that Coach Rumbaugh talked about early on she said containing Jacobs on the boards, but she said competing on the boards because they're not real big. Cameron Morris finds Bryn Patterson for the first 2 for the Indians on the night. Reese Rabel does like those long threes. She eyed that one and decided against it. Decided that one was a little better. On cue, yes. Claire Turner gets her hand on that one to maintain possession for the blue and gold. And Reese Rabel connects off of a drive. That's something that we've seen a little more of out of Reese in the last several weeks.
We've got Claire Turner pulling Gracie Freiberger duty, giving
the freshman welcome to the bigs, right?
Yeah.
Seems like so far, and we might be able to diagram that for the telestrator, but so far they've really been trying to force Gracie Freiberger to the left side, not letting her go right. And that may be coincidental whether they're just keeping her to a side of the floor, but they're definitely so far, it seems a lot of times, been keeping her to the left side of the floor.
Bryn Patterson connects on first free throw, and that may have been the first free throws that she has hit this year, based on stat sheet.
Ella Jacobs back into the game for freshman Sophie Turner.
Nice spin move and powers it up by Ella Jacobs.
For only 5'7", Ella Jacobs has a very nice drop step, and she powers it up there.
I've felt kind of sorry for Ella throughout the season because she's always, again, only 5'7", and she always gets put in there against the very tall people, and yeah. But great footwork there. And once again, Sierra Graber with another offensive board.
Another missed free throw for the Riders.
Yeah.
Ella Jacobs is as good a shooter as she is. She's only hitting 50% from that free throw line.
Sophie Manker with an aggressive drive shows a nice little feathery touch over the front of the rim. The Riders increased to a 12-3 lead here in the first quarter. Nice shot fake.
Offensive rebound by the Indians.
Offensive rebound by Bryn Patterson.
Turned into 2 points.
She probably should have kept going on that and kind of drive her shoulder into it. But instead, hey, let's get that Fowler three-pointer.
A Fowler TV three-pointer by Sophie Manker there.
Who wants 2 when you can get 3 instead?
That's right. Reese Rabel reached a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure who they're going to give the foul to.
I think you're going to give that to
Graber?
Sierra Graber.
3, Sierra Graber. Her second, team second.
She reached in there and smacked the arm to make that ball go loose.
She got her money's worth with it.
Absolutely.
We got the double screen off that inbounds play. Freeing up Freiberger for a three-pointer. And the Riders look to run. Kind of missed an easy opportunity there.
Yep.
Reagan Allmeyer with the reach-in against Grace Freiberger. The Riders only have 3 fouls here in this first quarter. And so, yeah, it's just an easy take the ball out and get back and set up on defense.
That's right. Yeah, Derek's right, forcing her to the left. She's not near as good with her left hand on the dribble.
And Sophie Manker goes length of the floor for the layup. And as we come to the close of the first quarter, the Riders with a commanding 17-5 lead on the scoreboard, on the American Legion scoreboard. We will return after a word from our sponsors.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
And we're back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Riders with a commanding 17-5 lead as we begin action with the second period in tonight's Western Buckeye League game. Riders will inbound the ball, and it looks like we might be seeing maybe a different defense.
Looks a little 3-2.
3-2-ish. Manker misfires, but a pretty good look at it. Good ball movement by the Riders.
Riders are cutting through that middle, kicking it back out. They don't have a shot. Right there to Claire Turner. Oh, she puts it down off her foot.
Not sure if we'll see that on the replay. I think she was maybe a little unhappy. I thought it may have gone off the Shawnee foot, but we didn't get a look at it, so we can't be critical.
Right.
Derek, first quarter stats while we're on the fly here.
Two big things, 5 first quarter turnovers for the Indians, really killing them, and then Riders as well, 4 offensive rebounds. So really doing a nice job on the offensive glass.
Sophie Turner with 11. Sophie Menker with 11 points in that first quarter.
Sydney Burris doing some penetrating from up top for the Shawnee Indians. And finally, Cameron Morris hits a little short jumper from the baseline.
The 2-2-1 full court press, 3/4 court press. Riders break the press.
That was a long, very dangerous pass by Reagan Allmeyer there. Was nearly a turnover, but still ill-advised.
And we'll check that out because we need to have something for the telestrator for halftime.
Yeah, we can look at that as well.
We'll check out their next possession against the press.
Reese Rabel for 3, misses and goes out of bounds. Shawnee ball.
That was close to a handoff that was almost her out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yeah.
And Freiberger on the bench right now.
Yeah, she's
for
not
the
on
Indians.
the court. She is not on the court.
So, see who takes over for the Indians, and tries to do some offensive.
That's 2 on Allmeyer.
Initiative. Looks like Morgan Betts tries a little reverse.
This is a nice move.
Yep. Betts only a 33% shooter, but I don't have on my stats number of attempts.
Right.
So, it can be misleading sometimes. Those look pretty smooth. And she connects on 2.
Oh.
And the Riders
got away with one there.
Should have had a turnover there. Yeah, very lucky.
Sometimes better to be lucky than good.
That's exactly right, Derek.
And we'll get a clip here if we can against this 3-2 zone.
Look at how open that middle
And
is.
we'll be able to kind of look to the Rider options
right
at halftime. Our cameraman is suggesting pulling it out and making him play man. Nice step through. Nice step through by Ella Jacobs. Ella with her 6th point on the night. Great hesitation move by Heaven Watkins. The Indians get it back, and Heaven takes advantage of that second possession.
That's a nice sophomore right there. Heaven Watkins, nice player.
If we can do that one as another good clip to watch.
That's how you break that press.
That's how you break the press. (21-11) on the American Legion scoreboard. Heaven Watkins being aggressive with the dribble, attacking the man-to-man. And another Sydney Burris that I've been pretty impressed, really, with Freiberger on the bench, that the Indians have several girls that have stepped up and taken the ball to the basket.
And Heaven Watkins is not afraid to take it on the left side. I think St. Mary's, the last couple of times down the court, have tried to push her to the right also, like they are Gracie Freiberg, but she's going around them on the left side, and she's creating some opportunities for the Indians.
Those driving lanes are definitely there. The Rough Riders are maybe a little overextended, allowing a little too much penetration.
Free throw, Burris.
Burris nails both free throws to bring the Indians within 8 points, 21-13.
There you go.
Didn't hit that middle where she should have.
From way downtown by Reese Rabel. Good steal by Allmeyer. Another offensive rebound for the Riders.
And I think Sophie Minker's getting a call on a foul on that one. Not sure about that one. I mean, it was a loose ball.
Loose ball. Nobody had control of it.
Nobody had control.
I didn't see her pushing her way to get the ball.
We'll have to instant replay that one, and so we can really rip the official. No, I'm just kidding.
See what he saw. See, there you go. Heaven taking it to the left again.
Claire Turner forcing the turnover.
Good job by Claire Turner. Oh.
Just a tad late on that pass. It was there a second earlier. And the Indians really take the ball, pushing the ball up the court. Sydney Burris, nice feed on the block, but the Indians did not connect.
Sierra Graber did a nice job on that rebound.
We could never get too angry or expect too little out of Graber getting back. She's got such great speed. Reese Rabel connects from downtown for another Fowler TV three-pointer. Riders kind of needed that bucket.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
They'd been in a scoring drought for a while. And Coach Rumbaugh calls a timeout with the Riders leading 24-13 with 2:44 left in the first half.
Did you know teen drivers represent the highest risk age group involved in automobile accidents? Because of this, an in-person teen driver education program is extremely important, and Capabilities Driving School is here to help. Capabilities now administers the Ohio Bureau of Motor Vehicle Driving Test for our students and the general public to obtain their driving licenses. Call us today at 419-394-0003 extension 1300 to enroll or learn more about the services that Capabilities Driving School has to offer.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
And we're in the middle of the second quarter with the Riders leading 24-13 against the Shawnee Indians, who for right now seem to be playing without the services of all-star Grace Freiberger. As the Indians misfire on that shot, the Riders grab the rebound and come back down to it. I'm watching Molly Alberts, our St. Mary's trainer over there, seems to be working on her knee, maybe a little bit. And let's face it, when you look at the stats, 24 a game, and she's leading them in rebounds, assists, steals, you name it. She's doing it all. Suddenly, you don't have that on the floor. That's a big part of the offense.
They're only averaging 44 a game, and she's averaging 24. So.
And the Riders with a really unforced error.
Riders have gotten a little sloppy here in the second quarter, up to 7 turnovers on the game, for those having been already here in the second quarter. Much of them not forced as well.
The Riders switched to a 2-3. 2-3 zone.
Get good penetration by Bryn Patterson, trying to hit those seams in the Rider zone.
Making somebody else try to.
Claire Turner almost had that one. Cameron Morris grabs another offensive board. I know Derek will have that at halftime, those stats. But again, something that the Riders have had to focus on throughout the year, giving up offensive boards.
Shawnee in that 3-2. And then collapsing when the ball gets inside.
And another turnover.
That was a little quick on that whistle, I believe. She had fought her way out of it. And
I thought almost traveled before a jump ball.
I could have seen that, yeah.
I thought she may have switched pivot feet. Oh. Good ball control by Sydney Burris.
Oh, she's down also.
She's down.
Hurt.
Molly is going to be busy tonight as Coach Rumball comes out to take a look at her. And it looks like both teams will go to the sideline as Coach comes out and looks at her knee. And while they take a break, we'll take a break and be back.
In need of a marketing idea for your business or organization? From concept to execution, we are your go-to for promotional products, signage, apparel, print materials, graphic design, and fundraising. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned business with over 50 years of marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Call Sissy or Gail today to get started.
Well, hey there, Aaron High, the car guy here. At Chef Auto Sales, we're a big supporter of the St. Mary's Theater and the Grand Opera House. So much so that we're proud to be the sponsor of the St. Mary's Theater Courtesy Shuttle. If you need assistance getting to and from the theater, just meet us at the pickup location located in the public library parking lot on Chestnut Street. We'll take you there and bring you back. For more information, visit the website, grandoperahouselive.com. See you at the next event.
And we're back. Had an injury timeout. Sydney Burris kind of limped off a little bit with yet another knee injury, and Coach Rumball has got to be shaking her head right now.
2 out of her top 6 players.
2 out of her top 6 players, yeah. And again, her do everything guard, Grace Freiberger, not in the lineup and hasn't been for about a quarter and a half. Riders sitting in a 2-3. And they get a shot by Morgan Betts. Didn't connect, but they're getting good looks.
Yeah, they are. They're getting some open looks.
I really have thought that the Riders' zone has given up more easy looks than their man did. I thought their man looked pretty good there in the first quarter.
Ran Reese Rabel off of a screen there, a little special against the 3-2 zone. Didn't connect.
It was a very difficult shot.
Good box out by Sophie Minker off of the Shawnee miss.
Good backside rebound.
10 seconds to go on the clock. We'll see if they're clock aware.
I think they are. 3 by Sophie Minker, no good. Reese Rabel puts it up.
And did not connect as we run out of time at halftime with the Riders with a 24-13 lead. We will be back to go over some first half stats and maybe do a little telestrating.
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
And it's halftime here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Thursday night WBL action between the Shawnee Lady Indians and the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders. Derek, hit us with some stats and tell us what's going on.
So those first half points, 24 for the Riders, really slowed down there in the second quarter. Riders scored 17 in the first quarter and only 7 in the second. They were actually outscored by Shawnee 8-7 in the second quarter. The Riders were led by Sophia Menker. I think all 11 of those were in the first quarter. Followed by Reese Rabel with 7, Ella Jacobs with 6, and that finishes out the scoring. Riders were 10 of 23 from the field for 43.5%. 3 of 11 from 3 for 27%. Again, not hitting those free throws, 1 of 3. But the offensive glass really cleaning up. 8 offensive rebounds. 18 total rebounds as well. Again, I thought, as we mentioned, a little sloppy there in the second quarter. Finished with 8 turnovers for the half, but did grab 4 steals as a team. Shawnee was led in scoring by Bryn Patterson with 5, then a whole host of girls with 2. Cameron Morris, Morgan Betts, Sydney Burris, and Heaven Watkins all had 2. Shawnee was 4 of 21 from the field for 19%. 0 of 4 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line. And Riders, as we mentioned, kind of struggling on the offensive glass. They gave up 7 offensive rebounds as well, so something they can work on there. I believe Shawnee had 5 first quarter turnovers, but really kind of cleaned that up in the second quarter, finished with 6 for the half.
Yeah, I think you're right, Derek. I think it was kind of a sloppy second quarter, and I don't think it was due to the press that Shawnee put on. I think once St. Mary's broke the press, got it into the half court, and then once we attacked the middle, it was double and triple teaming the ball, and then we weren't making quick enough decisions to either turn and go to the basket or hit somebody on the baseline, and we were holding it too long, and they were going in and either smacking the ball or getting a jump ball out of it.
And using the middle in a zone is always good, but it's sometimes a tough place to operate because there are a lot of hands in there. One place they're really not taking advantage of, I think, so far is using the short corner. That's usually a weak spot in most zones, and Riders playing very high in the half court, staying kind of up above the blocks and allowing Shawnee to extend up.
Yeah, like I said, if they get to the ball in the middle, it's got to move quick out of there then.
Yep.
And usually the opposite side block will be the one that'll be open, and we just haven't got to that. We haven't got the ball there yet.
So Derek, what do we have on the telestrator?
Yeah, it looks like for telestrator here we'll be able to go over a little Shawnee 2-2-1 here. So the 2-2-1, how Shawnee plays it, how most teams are going to play it, it's considered a tempo press. They're not trying to get turnovers by trapping you up front. So they're not trying to get turnovers up in this part of the court. They're trying to just slow you down, maybe get you close to a 10-second call, and kind of panic, get you across half court, and then trap you right across the half court line. So they're just kind of playing soft. What you got to do is you got to attack a 2-2-1 press. So you got to pass it up and you got to dribble into it. So they do the right thing, pass it up, and then Reagan Allmeyer doing the right thing here. One of the weak spots of a 2-2-1 is always going to be up the sidelines or here in the middle. Both of those are open here for Allmeyer, and she does the right thing. So far so good. Now one thing we can be a little critical on here, kind of similar to how they do in the half court against the 3-2. Reese Rabel, after she caught it here, kind of held it, allowed number 15, Sydney Burris here to come and trap here. That is usually problematic in a press. You either got to dribble out or pass out very quickly. If we back it up here, I think maybe not that quickly. If we back it up, it looks like if she would have initially dribbled this way, could have beaten it before the trap. She kind of held on to it a little too long, allowed the trap to come, but she does get a little bit lucky, able to pass over the top, break the 2-2-1. But as I mentioned, keys with the 2-2-1 is just attacking it up the sideline into the middle, dribbling at it and not getting too complacent, because once you get towards those 7, 8, 9 seconds on the 10-second call, they're banking on you panicking there and getting the turnover.
Great write-up on the telestrator for tonight's game. We will take one more quick break and then be back for the second half action.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Did you know teen drivers represent the highest risk age group involved in automobile accidents? Because of this, an in-person teen driver education program is extremely important, and Capabilities Driving School is here to help. Capabilities now administers the Ohio Bureau of Motor Vehicle Driving Test for our students and the general public to obtain their driving licenses. Call us today at 419-394-0003 extension 1300 to enroll or learn more about the services that Capabilities Driving School has to offer.
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
And we're back getting ready for second half action. We're going to do a quick little reference to Amanda Lewis, whose scoring record for Shawnee was taken over by Grace Freiberger just this week. Derek, tell me about Amanda Lewis at Ohio Dominican, because we got some St. Mary's connections here.
Yeah, so we're looking up, Grace Freiberger. You see who she passed, and a little curiosity. Or I was like, how good was the player that she passed? And so I found that she had played at Ohio Dominican in the early 2000s, and went through their record books, and her name was splattered all over their record books. She was top 10 in many different statistics, including three-pointers made, three-point percentage, assists in a season, assist career, steals in a career, all top 10 in the history. But her name, while splattered all throughout their record books, was not in there as much as several St. Mary's alumni. So if you want to talk about them, Kelly, you can go ahead.
The one that I think is number 2 on their all-time scoring
still
list
number 2.
is still there, Chrissy Haynes. Number 24 from Rough Rider history. She's splattered everywhere in the scoring categories, and that was playing on a bum leg her senior year. And the other famous Rough Rider in three-point shooting, and might be correct on this, still the leading three-point shooter for Ohio Dominican there?
I can't remember.
But
I know her name was everywhere.
She was up there as well. Sarah Wheeler from back in the 90s. So, yeah, some history there. As the Indians get on the scoreboard first in the second half, Cameron Morris with the little layup. And suddenly the Indians kind of crawling back into this.
Yeah.
It's a really nice move by Morris. At first I thought she might have traveled, but I saw in the Schaff Auto replay just 2 really slow steps. Nice job kind of using her pace to get some space and get an open look.
You know, the J Crew always loves history in our broadcasts, so we got to get a little Ohio Dominican history on this one. Nice bounce pass into Reese Rabel. Ella Jacobs with the assist, and Reese with the post-up move.
That was a beautiful pass. I thought kind of a dangerous pass, but she completed it.
It was the only place that the pass could have been thrown without getting stolen. So, yeah, great pass, yes. Definitely risky, but ended up being a great, great pass.
Evan Watkins gets the ball ripped away from her. The sophomore got into a little bit too much traffic on that one.
Allmeyer from 3.
Rolls around, gets every part of the rim in that one, but rolls out.
Riders did a nice job hustling back, beating Shawnee back down the court.
Nice attempted up and under move, stuck with it. Bryn Patterson for 2. That's her 7th point on the evening, leading scorer for the Indians. Bryn Patterson hustling back on defense to break up the should have been probably layup by the Riders.
Returning back into the game, leading scorer Grace Freiberger. Definitely walking with a pretty noticeable limp, though.
An ill-advised pass by Reagan Allmeyer. This has got to give a boost to the Indian confidence. And with that said, Cameron Morris, the junior, steps up to nail a 3. And suddenly, look at the scoreboard, and things are getting tight.
Good pass by Claire Turner.
Freshman with a nice feed to Sierra Graber to kind of stop the bleeding a little bit for the Riders. As we have a St. Mary's timeout, we will take a timeout as well.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships and education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
And we're back after a timeout. St. Mary's, it'll be interesting to see what he does out of that timeout.
Yeah, if he's changed defenses, he's going to go to a man press, full court press.
And
Ella Jacobs on Gracie Freiberg.
Yeah, Coach Romo just says, hey, clear everybody out, give her the ball.
Again, the Riders forcing her to the left, and she just doesn't want to go that way.
Ella Jacobs did a nice job, but we always called it getting skinny over the top of the screen.
A little sloppy with the ball there.
Got the steal and then just couldn't convert. Good penetration really by everybody on the Indian squad right now. Riders doing a pretty decent job of recovering.
Yes, they are. Not letting them get all the way in and get a shot off. Helping out. Reese Rabel did a nice job of stepping over and helping out. Good block by Sierra Graber.
Cameron Morris was
again,
unable
Riders
to
throw it
take
away.
It up. Yeah. Is that 3 straight possessions?
3 straight possessions. I think we've turned it over.
And I like being aggressive. But
you have to be under control.
Yeah.
There's a fine line between aggressive and reckless.
Yep.
And right there, Evan Watkins turns the ball back over to the Riders and kind of a similar play.
Exactly. She was a little bit out of control there.
The 3-2 zone that really, in retrospect, the second quarter, Riders didn't handle well.
No, they didn't.
What did you say, Derek? 7 points?
Yep, 7 points. Well, and they had 17 after the first quarter, so 11 points in the last, about 14 minutes or so.
Sierra Graber is doing a nice job coming off the bench, helping the Riders out.
She's got 8 rebounds on the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty sure at least 4 of them are offensive, giving the Riders another possession.
Sophia Menker coming in for Ella Jacobs.
Menker had that great first quarter, been a little quiet here afterwards.
Good look by Claire Turner. It's refreshing to see a freshman come up and just, be willing to let her fire. It's a great shot.
Pull the trigger. She's playing a nice job on the defensive end. She's good. She's pulling.
Good help, and that is Freiberger's first
points of the night.
First points of the night.
Good look.
Nice pass by Sophie Menker, doing a nice job of looking up, and Sierra Graber finishes up with 2, and we'll try to make it 3 the old-fashioned way.
Graber, a 50% free throw shooter.
Doesn't connect. Like I said before, the free throw line has not been kind to any of the Riders.
Freiberger kind of forced one up there.
And you can tell, you watch her run, she's not running well. Allmeyer with a turnover again, probably not a well-advised pass.
Yeah. Hirschfeld back in the game. Claire Turner.
Coach Jordan subbing pretty liberally, keeping everybody fresh, and did that on Tuesday night, and it was very successful. Several people contributing offensively and defensively.
Oh boy. Long pass there.
Another no, that's a defensive rebound, but still clearing that board. That's important. Oh,
that short corner that Derek talked about was there just didn't connect.
Good move by
with the left hand. Sierra Graber connecting on the left-handed hook.
And another and one.
Got the instant replay. That looks sweet. Put that in the highlight reel.
There was a good post-to-post feed there by Ella Jacobs. Good use of the bounce pass.
And we'll see if Sierra can connect on this one.
Good rebound by Ella Jacobs and back in. Another offensive rebound.
Graber had that plan. Get 2 instead of 1. Riders have increased the lead 34-22, and another kind of unforced turnover by the Indians. Derek, what's the Indian turnover?
I just have them for 10.
Okay.
Reese Rabel reporting in for Reagan Allmeyer. Candace Hirschfeld handling the point guard duties there.
This quarter, the Riders have done a better job of looking down low. Derek talked about that at halftime.
I'm telling you what.
She's getting the Charles Barkley, yeah.
Sierra Graber is playing a game and a half.
I had thought prior to tonight that Tuesday night was probably her best game of the year. She was outstanding against the Marion Local Flyers, who were big. Tonight she's, back to back.
Maybe the light switch turned on, huh?
Yep. 10 seconds on the clock. Good ball movement.
Reese Rabel for three. For a
Fowler. Go ahead.
For a Fowler TV three-pointer.
And a good way to close out the third quarter with the Riders with a 37-22 lead. We will be back for the fourth quarter.
In need of a marketing idea for your business or organization? From concept to execution, we are your go-to for promotional products, signage, apparel, print materials, graphic design, and fundraising. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned business with over 50 years of marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Call Sissy or Gail today to get started.
Well, hey there, Aaron High, the car guy here. At Schaff Auto Sales, we're a big supporter of the St. Mary's Theater and the Grand Opera House. So much so that we're proud to be the sponsor of the St. Mary's Theater Courtesy Shuttle. If you need assistance getting to and from the theater, just meet us at the pickup location located in the public library parking lot on Chestnut Street. We'll take you there and bring you back. For more information, visit the website, grandoperahouselive.com. See you at the next event.
And we're back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Trivia from Mike J. He always does that at every boys game. Tonight's was, like Grace Freiberger, the last Rough Rider to be a three-time first-team WBL player, and we got that focus in on 2011, I think, graduate Erica Thornsberry, one of our past greats, but went on to play her basketball at the collegiate level at Division I Lipscomb University. Welcoming Erica into the house tonight as she watches Ella Jacobs cash in for another two. Fond memories.
Oh yeah. I was her seventh grade coach.
Rebounding, and a turnover by the Riders. Ella Jacobs hustling back to get the block, and guess who got the rebound? Do I even need to say?
No, you don't. Everybody should know that. Sierra Graber hustled up and down the court.
6 offensive rebounds on the game, 11 total.
I always remember Erica's parents would always yell at her not to score and things like that. They always yelled at her to rebound. It was always rebound.
From her mom,
yeah.
Of course.
Yes. And a steal by Grace Freiberger and the foul, so she'll probably try to finish the and one.
She's a 74% free throw shooter. That's way above anybody on the Riders with their free throw shooting.
And averaging 5 steals a game too, that this is expected from her.
The Riders getting a little sloppy with their pass in the last 2 times down the court. 2 easy breakaways.
Our boys underneath the basket may have distracted Grace Freiberger. They're cheering themselves for making her miss down there.
And then Grace forces a jump ball.
Again, you can tell she's not 100% right now. And Grace Freiberger did what all good scorers do. If you watch, she took the ball hard to the basket and forced contact.
Yes, she did.
and headed to the free throw line. As you said, Bill, she's a 74% free throw shooter on the season. And are we getting a close-up of our student section down there? They're taking it upon themselves to do a big distraction. This one not as effective, though, as Freiberger hits the second of the two.
Oh, way too long of a pass.
And
Shawnee has switched to a 1-2-1 full court press. They're trapping it right there in the corner.
Should have been
Ball was kicked. She attempted to kick it, and she did kick it. Good pass by Claire Turner. Finished by Reese Rabel.
Reese Rabel with an easy lay-in.
That's how you bring it.
If you'd have looked up, if Cadence had looked up that first possession, these two are just wide open at this end of the court.
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody was within 20 feet of them. Bryn Patterson misfires on the kind of up and under move in the paint.
Good job by Reagan Allmeyer. Claire Turner misses it at the block.
I think Claire Turner may not have realized how far under the basket she was. And probably a good foul.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But Freiberger, Reagan Allmeyer was heading for an easy layup. Make her earn them at the foul line, which again,
she's only a 45%
yeah.
free throw.
Now that one looked pretty good.
Yes, it did. That was nice form. Nothing but net.
Nothing but net.
Riders extending out to a 17-point lead here with 5 minutes left, 5:25 left in the game.
And as we talked earlier, the Riders per game average, they have surpassed it at this point in time, so everything else is like icing on the cake for them, and holding the Indians well below their scoring average.
Chloe Ott reported in for Claire Turner, giving that junior some playing time.
Ella Jacobs doing a nice job of fighting over that screen.
You know, that Gracie Freiberger, she's strong too.
Yes, she is.
She is not a skinny little thing. She's strong.
And plays strong. She dribbles strong.
Yes, she does.
Forces contact and
good control of the ball. Good look by Reese Rabel, and Ella Jacobs can't finish. So she'll take it herself from three this time.
And the rebound comes down, and I'm going to have to do a little look. Haley Stump had to do a little looking on the roster here.
Rebound by Chloe Ott.
And with just over 4 minutes to go in the game, the Riders can afford to be patient, but not sloppy.
No, that was uncalled for there. Good box out and rebound by Ella Jacobs. The Riders are, when they're rebounding, they're boxing out well and going after the ball.
Yeah, last few possessions, I don't think the Indians have really attacked the offensive boards as much. Kind of given up and headed back to the other end a little bit. If I were Coach Jordan right now, I would be working hard on execution, taking care of the ball. You know, now's the time to work out some of those little kinks that you've been having in the offense.
If you don't have a great shot, keep moving it and work the play.
Right. And
don't force things.
Yeah, and we always talk about, especially with our boys, valuing possessions.
Yes.
And right now is one of those times. Take care of the ball.
Riders in the man-to-man.
Oh, should be a double dribble there. Doesn't matter. Ball doesn't lie.
She lost it out of bounds. So.
And I think for the Indians, Grace Freiberger's evening is done. I'm seeing her on the sidelines with an ice bag. That's usually telltale sign.
Down 18 with 3 to go.
Right.
Good pass by Reagan Allmeyer. And a good finish by Ella Jacobs.
That one may have caught every piece of the rim before going down. Heaven Watkins doing a nice job of handling the ball against the Rider pressure. Cadence Hirschfeld gets on the board with the steal and the finish. And Lyman Shawnee will call timeout with just 2.5 minutes to go in this game. We will step away just for a minute and then return with the last 2 minutes of the game.
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
So, Bill, coming out of that timeout, kind of an unusual timeout with 2.5 minutes to go in the game, and the game well decided. What did Coach Rumball say over there?
She just wants them to play hard, finish this game hard. She's given these sophomores and younger juniors some more minutes, more experience on the court, which they're going to need over the next couple years. But she wants them to finish this game hard. Maybe they can't come back and win it in this last 2 minutes, but they can show what they have and keep playing hard, show they have the grit to play, and keep playing like they know how to play.
Yep, keep executing. For the Riders, Coach Jordan has a bunch of subs in right now, although he does still have Cadence Hirschfeld and Reagan Allmeyer in. Allmeyer comes up with the steal there. I'm assuming that he's probably going to get those guys out here in the last minute as well. Freshman Claire Turner getting some, again, very valuable minutes still.
Good rebound by Claire Turner and back in.
Right on cue.
Yeah, right
Turner.
on cue. Good steal by Allmeyer. Caden Hirschfeld up and in.
Nice bounce pass by Reagan Allmeyer. As Hirschfeld finishes, I would not be surprised if there's a quick timeout by the Riders when they get the ball back, if there's not a ball stoppage. And being
good defense right there.
Being patient. Alexis Whetstone takes a shot. Kind of surprised Coach Jordan's not calling a sub timeout here. He's got a couple people over on the bench. And Kara Dorston takes a shot for the Riders. As we're running down on time. I'm assuming that they're probably just going to dribble the ball out last 18 seconds. Unfortunately, a couple of the young ones are not going to. Well, they'll get 13 seconds in.
Possession arrow, Riders.
Chloe Ott back in for Reagan Allmeyer.
Getting ready to finish up. And the Indians battling to the last here. take one last shot. And I think that will do it as the Riders let the clock run out and finish with a 51-25 victory over the Shawnee Indians. We will take a break and then come back with Derek and some stats.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
And we're back. Post-game wrap-up. The St. Mary's Rough Riders completed a victory over the Shawnee Indians in Western Buckeye League action. Derek, let's hit us with the stats.
Riders with a really well-rounded scoring here on the game. Reese Rabel leading things with 14. Ella Jacobs finished with 12. Sophia Manker with 11. Sierra Graber with 6. Kaden Turchfeld with 4. Reagan Allmeyer with 2. And Claire Turner with 2 as well. The Riders were 22 of 45 from the field for 49%. 4 of 16 from 3, 25%. 3 of 7 from the line for 43%. Really cleaned up on the glass, out-rebounded the Indians 34-19, including 12 offensive rebounds. Shout out to Sierra Graber, really the queen of the glass tonight. 11 total rebounds, 6 offensive. Really in that third quarter was kind of dominating the game without really scoring all that much, just making a difference on the glass. Riders a little sloppy on the turnover area, 20 total on the game, but they did get 10 steals on the game as well. Reagan Allmeyer with 4 steals. Shawnee was led by Cameron Morris with 7, as well as Bryn Patterson with 7. I'm sure if not a season low, has to be pretty close to a season low for Grace Freiberger with 5 points. Just 2 of 6 from the field, obviously severely limited by both injury and minutes played for tonight. Then a whole host of girls with 2 points, Morgan Betts, Sydney Burris, and Heaven Watkins all with 2. Indians 9 of 38 from the field for 24%, 1 of 7 from 3, 14%. As I mentioned, really got killed on the glass and turnovers as well. Not too great with 17 total turnovers. So, statistically pretty much all-out domination in almost all fields for the Riders. From the field, on the glass, I think it was one of their more well-rounded games. I thought they defended pretty well. Even before the injury, they were doing a really nice job on Grace Freiberger, which was obviously the chief task of the evening. I thought second quarter maybe a little lax offensively, but definitely picking things up with some better penetration and getting those second chance points.
Yeah, I think you're right, Derek. Gracie Freiberg, she was limited because of that, seemed to be like a knee injury. But I think while she was in the game, I think Ella Jacobs and Claire Turner did a nice job on
definitely.
her, taking turns, putting pressure on her, forcing her to her left, and making her do some things that she's not used to doing. And when she came out, that put some pressure on the younger Shawnee players, and the Riders seemed to handle those girls a lot better without Gracie on the court.
I'm sure Coach Rumbaugh, nobody wants to go into a game and say, hey, I want to play this whole game without my stud, so I'm sure that she's probably in the back of her mind, though, sitting there saying, our younger players, they didn't fold. They kept battling, and, hopefully they can take some improvement from that game. Again, we hope that Grace Freiberger is healthy. Don't want to wish that on anybody, and hopefully she'll be back ready for their next game, which, by the way, is Tuesday at Tuesday at Crestview. Next league game will be Van Wert for the Shawnee Indians.
Well, that's not an easy task to go up there to Crestview and win either.
No. Things aren't going to get any easier.
No.
So for St. Mary's, their next game will be at Minster next Tuesday. And anything else?
Well, I thought Sophie Mancarelli played a really nice first quarter. I think Ella Jacobs and Reagan Allmeyer played good really good at different times. And like Derek said, Sierra Graber had an unbelievable total game. And so and Cadence Hirschfeld there that fourth quarter, I thought she played a really, really good game. So they should be proud of themselves tonight because everybody pitched in and everybody played pretty doggone well.
And you look at it from, big picture, this is 2 games in a row where they put together, four pretty complete quarters. And maybe things are turning around offensively for the Riders.
They sure seem to share the ball real well tonight.
Started with a positive on the JV game. St. Mary's came out with a 37-27 win during the JV contest. And I think for Rider Nation Station, that's about it for the evening. I would like to thank, obviously, Bill, loved having you up here tonight.
Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
Yep, loved having your input. As always, Derek, thanks for coming along. We'd like to thank Doug Spencer and Logan Yelton on camera, and our executive producer, Rich Spencer, running all of the electronics down below and keeping us all in line. For the Rider Nation Station crew, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next week. I'm guessing it's going to be boys basketball, right? Kenton. Next game will be Kenton boys basketball next Friday. For all of the crew, thanks for tuning in, and good night, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.